For this session, we're going to have compound interest. Okay, so our discussion for this session, again, is all about compound interest. So bago tayo dumiretso dun sa formula on how to compute for the compound interest, ano muna yung difference ni compound interest and then simple interest? Sa simple interest kasi, for example, meron kang principal amount, meron kang pera, cash on hand, and then tutubo yung pera, for example, for 3 years at 3% interest. So after 3 years, patutubo yung pera. Ngayon, bakit mas komplikado yung compound interest at mas maganda siya for some investors? Kasi for example, nag-invest ka ng pera at 3% interest compounded annually. Later, malalaman natin ano yung mga compounded annually, semi-annually. Sa compound interest, after a year, ang mangyayari dun sa pera mo, tutubo siya. Yung tubo na yun, i-add dun sa principal. The following year, ganun ulit ang mangyayari. So, running interest, kumbaga, nag-a-accumulate siya, nag-a-accumulate, padagdag ng padagdag. So, mas maganda siya in a sense for some investors. So, paano ba kino-compute yung compound interest? So, this is how we are going to compute for the compound interest. Ito po yung formula. Iisa-isahin po natin yung mga components ng formula. So, ito po yun. F here is the compound amount or the compound interest. Ayan. Your P here is the original amount or the principal amount. And then, your I here, this one, is the interest per conversion, which is equal to nominal rate divided by the conversion period. So, ang I dito, may formula din po yan that is simply the rate divided by the conversion period. Malalaman natin mamaya ano yung conversion period na yan. Yung sa next slide natin. And then, the N here, this one, is the total number of conversion periods for the whole term. Number of conversion periods per year multiplied by the time. So, that is M times T. So, yan po yung mga components ng formula na gagamitin natin later on sa pag-compute ng compound interest or compound amount. Now, this time, bigyan natin ng pansin yung may mga terminologies kasi tayo ma-encounter na once na-discuss natin ang compound interest, yung compounded semi-annually, annually, isa-isahin natin yon. For example, I have here 6% compounded annually. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin, the interest per year is 6% and the interest is paid annually. So, per year, meron kang 6% interest and babayaran mo siya yearly. So, nag-a-accumulate siya taon-taon. Yun ang ibig sabihin no, 6% compounded annually. Naka-accumulate annually yung 6% yung interest mo, which is 6%. Okay? Next, 6% compounded semi-annually. O, dilawin natin. Means that the interest per year is 6%. 6% yung interest per year. Pero, the interest is paid every 6 months or semi-annually. So, ibig sabihin lang nito, yung ulitin natin, the interest per year is 6%, but the interest is paid every 6 months or semi-annually. So, ibig sabihin, every 6 months, babayaran yung interest. Okay? Mag-a-apply, tutubo yung pera. So, in this case, divide 6% by the conversion factor of 2. So, that is 6% divided by 2. Bakit po 2? Kasi, semi-annually. So, it means every 6 months, tutubo yung pera. So, sa first 6 months, 3%. The second 6 months, 3%. So, 6% yun all in all. Pagka sinum up natin. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng 6% compounded semi-annually. Okay, nag-a-accumulate siya every 6 months. So, 2 periods po yun. So, first 6 months, that's 3%. Second 3 months, that is 3%. Okay? All in all, that's 6%. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng semi-annually. Annually, that's year. So, that's 1. That's 6% divided by 1. Ganun lang yun. Semi-annually, that's 2. Yun ang conversion factor natin. Tatandaan ha. So, yan po yung first 2 terms na ma-encounter natin once we deal with compound interest. Okay, next term na ma-encounter natin sa compound interest is yung term na quarterly. For example, 6% compounded quarterly. Ano ibig sabihin nun? It means the interest per year is 6%. Bawat taon, 6% ang interest. Pero, yung interest ay babayaran every 3 months or quarterly. So, 12 months kasi sa isang buwan, ay sa isang taon. 12 months sa isang taon. So, that is 12 divided by 3, that's 4. So, ang conversion factor mo dito ay 4. Ulitin natin, the interest per year is 6%. Tama naman yun. Pero yung interest, babayaran mo siya every 3 months. So, 4 na conversion factor yun. First 3 months, second 3 months, third 3 months, fourth na 3 months. Okay, so, ang mangyayari dyan, 6% divided by 4. So, that is, ang mangyayari dyan, that is 0.015 ang interest mo every, dun sa 4 na period na yun. All in all, that is 6%. So, ibig sabihin ng 6% compounded quarterly, sa isang taon, in the interest ba, yung tubo per year is 6%. Okay, 6% pa rin. Pero every 3 months mo lang siya babayaran. Okay, every 3 months lang siya. Doon siya mag-accumulate. Okay, so yan po yung mga terminologies na ma-encounter natin every time that we discuss about compound interest. Okay, let's have the sample problems. Diretso tayo dun sa paano isolve ang compound interest. So the problem here is, find the compound interest on 1,000 pesos at the end of 8.5 years at 8% compounded quarterly. Okay, compounded quarterly. So ano po muna ang ginagawa natin dito every time na makaka-encounter ho tayo ng problems in compound interest. So just like what we did dun sa ating problems in simple interest, so discussion natin sa simple interest, kailangan din po natin i-state ang given. So in this case, your principal here is 1,000 pesos. Okay, yan yung cash on hand, yung original amount. The time here is 8.5 years, so we express it as 8.5. Okay? Ang next natin kukompute is yung I, yung interest rate per conversion period. So we compute it by dividing our rate with our conversion period. Okay? So that is 8% divided by 4. Ang rate natin dito ay 8% over 4 kasi compounded siya quarterly. Ibig sabihin ng 8% compounded quarterly, yearly 8% yung interest per year, pero babayaran mo siya quarterly. Babayaran mo yung interest quarterly. It means every 3 months. Okay? So that is sa loob po ng 8.5 years. So, to get our I, that is 0.08 divided by 4, that is simply 0.02. So, maganda nito kung meron kayong katabing scientific calculator so that it will be very easy for us to compute dun sa mga parts ng formula. The next here is we need to compute is the number, yung N, yung number ng conversion period, yung N, ayan, yung N na binanggit natin sa formula. So we can obtain the value of your N by multiplying the conversion period with the time. So that is 4 kasi compounded quarterly, yan yung M natin, times 8.5, that is 34. So 34 ang conversion period natin. Considering na babayaran mo yung interest quarterly, it means every 3 months. And then sa loob yun ng 8.5 years. So 34 conversion period, 34 payments yun, 34 conversion period. So dahil kompleto na yung ating given, let's proceed now to our formula. So substituting everything on the formula, this one, you have here 1,000 pesos, quantity 1, plus 0.02, yung value ng I natin, quantity raised to 34. So, maganda yung ginawa natin kasi doon pa lang sa given, inayos na natin yung mga ilalagay natin sa formula. So, simplifying this further, you have 1,000, quantity 1.02, quantity raised to 34. So, once na pinlog-in mo po yan sa loob ng iyong calculator, specifically scientific calculator, ang ating magiging compound amount or compound interest is 1,960 pesos 0.68. So yung magiging compound amount or compound amount nung 1,000 pesos at the end of 8.5 years, considering yung 8% compounded quarterly, 1,960.68 na po siya. Okay? Considering na sa loob ng 8 kalahating taon, yung 8% mo na interest tapos compounded ba quarterly, once na nag-accumulate yun, naipon yun, ito na po yung babalik na pera. Okay, yan na yung tinubo. Yung 1,000 pesos plus yung tinubo niya. Yan na po lahat yun. So that is our first example. Okay, let's do have this example number 2. Accumulate 5,000 pesos for 25 years at 6% compounded semi-annually. Okay. So, ibig sabihin ng word na accumulate, magkano all in all yung babalik na pera. Dung 5,000 pesos, considering na for 25 years, tapos 6% compounded semi-annually. Okay? So, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina sa first example, we need first to state our given. So, in this case, our principal here is 5,000 pesos. Yan po yung cash on hand, 5,000 pesos. And then, our given time is 25 years. Ngayon, ang next natin kailangan i-compute is yung interest rate per conversion period. Okay? So, we get the interest rate per conversion period by dividing our given rate in this particular problem with the conversion period. Sinasabi dito na 6% ang interest ng 5,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin yan, 6% ang interest niya per year. However, you are going to pay the interest every 6 months, semi-annually. So, 2 conversion period yon. On the first 6 months, babayaran mo yung 3%. Okay? And then, on the second 6 months, babayaran mo yung another 3%. So, 6% yon. Okay? So, that is 6% divided by 2. That is 0.06 divided by 2. Simplifying this further, you have 0.03. Okay? So, yan yung interest rate per conversion period. Sa loob nung nasabing conversion period, which is 2. Conversion factor kasi yan 2 eh. Kasi first 6 months, second 6 months. Yeah, the next thing that we need to compute is yung the total number of conversion period. So, papaano ba natin kino-compute yung total number of conversion period? That is simply multiplying the conversion period with the time, which is written in years. So, it means 2, kasi semi-annually, ang conversion factor natin doon ay 2 times 25. So, ang total conversion period natin is 50, ang conversion period. 50. Okay? So, after natin makuha yung principal, yung time, yung I, tsaka yung N, proceed tayo dun sa formula. So, F is equal to P, quantity 1 plus I raised to N. So, substituting this given in our formula, we have now F is equal to 5,000, quantity 1 plus 0.03, quantity raised to 50. And then, 5,000, quantity 1.03, quantity raised to 50. Maganda ito kung meron kayong scientific calculator, allowed naman pong gumamit niyan. So, madali niyo makukuha iyan. So, 50 times quantity 1.03 raised to 50, that is 5,796.37. Rounded up na po yan to the nearest hundreds. Okay, so 5,796.37 pesos. So, yung 5,000 pesos mo, ang magiging compound amount niya, okay, yung maturity value, final value or future value niya, considering na 6% compounded semi-annually siya, 5,796 pesos and 37 centavo. I-explain lang ulit natin yung kasi baka nalilito pa kayo doon, ano ba ibig sabihin yung 6% compounded semi-annually. Ibig sabihin yan, ang interest bawat taon, 6%. Pero babayaran mo yung tutubo, yung pera mo na 5,000 pesos every 6 months, compounded semi-annually. So, 3% dun sa unang 6 months, 3% dun sa second na 6 months. Okay? So, that is 50 conversion period. All in all, pagka kinumpute natin yan, 5,796 pesos and 37 centavos na yung magiging pera mo for 25 years, wherein 6% compounded semi-annually. So, naway marami kayong naunawaan at naintindihan sa maikling oras na tayo ay nag-usap regarding compound interest. Again, I am Mr. Jonathan Piroman, a mathematics A teacher from Eli Barangka Integrated School.